Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another Destiny 2 video. Today we're going to go over Destiny 2 update 3.1.1. Alright, and with today it is also the 16th. The release of Grandmaster Nightfalls are in effect. But from what I've seen around the community, all over the place, no one's 1325. So, or not a lot of people are. So, Nightfall farming is a little bit out there for a few folks. Obviously, you can go check out if you're into watching streams or watching live broadcasts, everything. You can go check out a few of the streamers in the Destiny category on Twitch or over on YouTube, and see who's doing service streams. All right, just as a reminder though, you right now, person that's watching this video, make sure you go check me out over at twitch.tv/Roads of Silence. I stream there mostly daily, but you can check out the times on the channel as well at the end of this video. All right, make sure you go over there, click the follow button, come hang out with us. We're live. Usually when I'm doing these videos, I do them live, but sometimes, you know, we get some pre-recorded stuff in there, and you might like this, might like the environment and want to hang out with us on screen live over there. Definitely go check that out. All right, also make sure you click that like button and subscribe to this video as well while you're watching this video. Go do it right now. It takes a little bit of time. That's it. I see y'all. Back to the video. All right, we're gonna try to roll through this as quickly as possible so that you guys know what's going on. All right, so first up, we're gonna talk about some Crucible stuff that they fixed. We're starting off with the activities, obviously for the entirety of the thing, but first we're gonna go into Crucible. All right, they mentioned about things inside of trials, where the I Am Invincible medal was showing up for all players when only one player would get access to it. That has now been fixed, and they also fixed an audio cue when reviving Guardians. So you now know when you're fighting against somebody when they revive somebody. Cool, right? There's a whole other slew of trials issues that need to be fixed. They have not addressed them in this particular update, but keep your eyes and ears to the ground. You never know what they're going to talk about. I'm pretty sure they're not going to talk about it in this week's TWAB, but again, keep your eyes and ears peeled. Okay. Over on the PvE side of things, we have a few destination fixes. On the Cosmodrome, the barrier skip at Exodus 2A has been fixed. In the Dreaming City, the region chest icon showing on the map after you have opened up all of them has been fixed. Okay, moving down to the Battlegrounds, got a couple of different fixes across the board there. At the Foothold, the drop ships during the boss encounter have been tweaked just a little bit to improve the performance during that encounter. And at the Behemoth, the key item now will show up a little bit more consistently so that you don't have to be running around trying to find one of the balls to drop in or blow up the things. Alongside of that, the player's animation when opening up the tribute chest will be locked so that you don't accidentally kill your teammates. And the clip from Volatile Cells, one of the mods, no longer clips into the player's arms. All right, so you got that going. Over in strikes, we have a long list of things going on with two of the major strikes, the new ones, of course. All right, things have been addressed in the Fallen Saber strike, where the waypoints have been improved to guide you through the strike better, most notably at the beginning. And Survival's dialogue and player directive text has been fixed. And finally, you can no longer see fallen shields through walls within the Fallen Saber strike. Okay. Over at the Devil's Lair, Sepix Prime now has a health bar, so we know how much damage we're doing. Okay, that's a good plus, right? With the they've also adjusted floating objects and monster spawns to appear correctly. All right. Overload captains' names have been fixed so they properly show up as Overload captains. And the Fallen Walkers and Fallen Brigs will now no longer spawn after you've killed them once. There was a bug where they were showing up right after you would kill them, especially the tank. As soon as you would get the tank killed, it would show up right again, and then all the spawns would come in from the back door. Okay. They've also adjusted some of the physics and some of the spots throughout the strike so that people would no longer accidentally die when they tripped over a rock. That was the thing. That happened to me multiple times. All right. Moving on to raids. Last Wish and Guardians always got a little bit of love. All right, they needed some major love. Okay, so within Last Wish, the Creeping Darkness no longer kills players, or I mean, not no longer kills players, will actually kill players and no longer let them live. So that bug was happening for a few folks. And then when slamming Riven's heart, it will no longer teleport you and kill you outside of the map. Okay, over in the Garden of Salvation, the tethering hubs will no longer activate when the shields are up on them. All right, that was a huge issue, huge, causing a lot of friction in that raid. All right, let's go down to player investments. So first, we're going to talk about some of the fragment quests. So Whisper of the Torment and Whisper of Fractures has been updated to reflect that they can be completed in both PvE and PvP. All right, for armor, Dune Marchers actually works now. Font of Might, I always say that wrong. I don't know why. Has a unique text when the perk is active now, and then the Mantle of Battle Harmony and the Omni Oculus flavor text now shows up on the pieces of armor. The Omni Oculus and the Curse of the Fallen both now work properly and no longer have the bugs where the Omni Oculus will activate and give you melee energy during random animations, and then the Curse of the Fallen no longer grants any other super a overshield when using it. So it only works for Thunder Crash now. Keep that in mind, all you people who are abusing it, right? Going down to weapons. So Arbalest has had its aim assist adjusted so that you can get headshots a little bit easier within the Crucible, or not easier, a little bit harder. So make it a little bit harder for you to get headshots within the Crucible. The Risk Runners video effect. This is very important. The Risk Runners video effect has been fixed just a little, or adjusted just a little bit, because it was causing people with epilepsy to have issues. So if you are a person who is an epileptic, make sure you keep that in mind, that if you use the Risk Runner, there is a potential there for you to have an episode. Be safe. Make sure you remember this. Try not to use the weapon too often. If it is causing any sort of issues, make sure you report this ASAP. That's a very, very dangerous thing. Don't want to hear about one of our guardians having an epileptic episode and something bad happens to them while they're playing the game. That just sucks. All right. Frenzy and the Cranial Spike perks now have their own correct icons, and the Tiku's Divination now has the correct kill feed icon. Also, Dead Man's Tale now has a nice little rumble to it when you reload. That is very cool. Not really, but you know, I digress. Okay, moving down to Bounties and Pursuits. Cabal Gold will now be refunded when swapping medallions on the hammer. All right. For new light players, the offensive new light quest has been adjusted for easier completion. All right, so now bounties and weekly bounties count for that as well. Under triumphs, Forfeit of the Shrine, Agonarch Abyss, and Ouroborea have been fixed, so you can earn those respective Ascendant Challenge triumphs over there. And in the Blindwell, the spawns have been fixed, so you can earn the double triumph within there. And to wrap all of it up, finally, the 12-player activity bug has been fixed. I know you all wanted to see it go, and it has been fixed. So now we're back down to our normal 6- and 3-man activity numbers. It pains me, you know. I mean, I'm so sad to see it go. So sad, because you know I did tons of those activities with 12 people and 9 people, and you know, outrageous numbers of folks just joining in the activities. I didn't get to do any of it. I hate you all. Okay, but that's gonna do it for the patch notes. Oh yeah, also on PlayStation 5, they've addressed an issue where friends and clan members were missing from the roster, and the activity cards for PlayStation 5 was can now be quick launched. So there you go for those things. All right, guys, that is the update for this week. Hopefully next week we get a crap ton more, but I know they're just trying to slowly push them in. If this video was helpful for you guys, you know what to do. Make sure you click that like button. It helps me out a lot. If you're new to the channel, make sure you click the subscribe button, click that bell button as well, so you know when we get so you get notifications when we upload new videos. I have a few guys getting ready to come out, so watch out for those if you need them. But also, if you know anybody else who needs them, it's going to be the Dead Man's Tell, the Harbinger, and a few quest guides. Not sure which ones yet, though. Also, a couple of build videos I'm thinking about doing. Let me know what kind of builds you guys want to see me try to come up with down in the comment section below. All right. Other than that, I will see you guys in the next video. And as always, peace.